Howdy, howdy. It's a Rodfather 916. I am knocking on the door of retirement. I live in an apartment complex where there are older people. One of my neighbors, a male, pleasant enough, was dead in his apartment for several weeks. It wasn't unusual. In the last few years, I've sort of noticed that. My female neighbors who are single, they get sick. And, someone calls an ambulance. Another neighbor or friend or girlfriend or something. But not so much men. Men are providers. A lot of us get joy by able to take care of our families, take care of our wives, our children, maybe even some other people. So when it comes time to, when the kids are gone and when it comes time for retirement, we really hadn't thought it out. Our plans are simple. I'm going to go fishing more, play golf more, or ride my bike more. Women, on the other hand, have active social lives. Men tend not to, especially when you get in your 40s, and I'm going to say in your 50s. You're not playing touch football, basketball's out. So your social is limited to whenever you see them. But women, on the other hand, still go shopping, hang out with their friends, sometimes go to casinos, but they go out together for meals. Men, what am I going to say? I'm not doing anything. I haven't even talked about it. I'm not working. My kids are all grown. If we are sick, we don't tell anybody because, we're manly. We don't want to be vulnerable, seen as weak. So we don't tell anybody. And that's why a lot of us die alone. We don't tell our children unless we have to. Friends, don't want to bother them. They got a life. I'll figure this out. I'll work this out. My brother died a few months ago, and he had cancer and didn't tell anybody. Kept it to himself. Didn't tell his daughters, who called him on a regular basis. We saw him a week before he died. And then a neighbor died. And another friend of mine died this year, last year. Nobody really knew he was sick. Not hanging out with people. It's all sort of tied into our egos and how we define ourselves as men. That we die alone. But I'm not going to do that. I'm changing. I would hate for my family to find me. I was already sick one time and didn't tell anybody until I was in a hospital. But I'm not doing that anymore. I have a lot more mayhem. I'm calling all my friends who I never ever call, and calling them on a routine basis different people who might miss me. I'm learning how to ask for help. Yeah, can you take me this? And you know, the funny thing is, most people are more unwilling. It isn't a sign of weakness. I don't have to thump on my chest and figure out the pain and manage it and figure out a way to get there without calling anybody. If you are a man and you're doing this, don't teach this to your children. Don't teach this to your sons or grandsons. If you have a friend who is up in age and he lives alone, he's not married, call him. But for the most part of it, this is on us as men to do better. I wonder, there have been people in my complex, but I wonder if they'd call somebody or if they'd have been a part of the community, meaning my apartment, meaning, not people coming to my house and, having a beer or something like that. No, but hey, how you doing? So I made a pact with my neighbors. They have my telephone number, and I always say, if you don't see my big fat ass, come knock on the door. I'm not going to be a body that's been in the living room or been in an easy chair for 3 weeks. Is this sad or morbid? No. This is just making a change. This is the Rod Father. 916, Sacramento, California. If you're a man of a certain age and this resonates with you, put something in the comment box. Talk to other men, but don't be alone. You don't have to be. If it's your first time and you like what you hear, hit that subscribe button. I'm serious, and then I'm wacky, and then I'm crazy as AF, if you know what I mean. Take care, people. Thanks for watching.